Hello and welcome to Business Today Television. We are on ground in Mumbai at YouTube India Fan Fest. I am Karishma and we're doing something absolutely unconventional today. Joining me is Grammy-nominated rapper, singer Raja Kumari, also known as Sweta Rao.
Yes, I am.
Raja, before we begin, I have to know the story behind Sweta Rao.
Oh, well, it's my name. My parents named me Sweta, pure white light, and I'm a classical dancer. So by the time I was 14, I had already done like some 100, maybe 200 performances. And when I wanted to make music, I needed an alter ego because I didn't want uncles and aunties to show up to expect me to be doing Tilana or some Bharatanatyam performance. So Raja Kumari was born because out of my obsession with Sanskrit and mythology and whatnot. So then, Raja Kumari means princess, daughter of the king. So it became my name.
Yeah, literally.
Yes.
I was actually getting to that question of alter ego. Tell me, how challenging or difficult does it get to switch with the alter ego, or now you've just fit in the role?
It's like a defense mechanism. I found out that my alter ego is like a protector spirit. And when I was younger, and the things that people would make fun of, growing up in America and having such a traditional upbringing, whether it be from classical dance or just going to India all the time and being involved with the fashion, the culture. I used to feel like I had to hide it on the outside, when I was in America. So I feel like I made this superhero who was unafraid, wouldn't hide anything. And it just kind of, now it's as soon as my friends tell me that they see it turn on, when I'm about to walk on stage, they say it takes over my face and then I'm just a new person. But I guess I have a reference. Beyonce has one too, Sasha Fierce. So
yes,
I think I learned from her a little bit.
Great. You did mention you did mention about being a superhero. Tell me what it is like to have a woman's voice in this man's world.
Oh wow, yeah. No, it's I always make jokes that I feel like in my past life I must have been a king, and I was you know what, I'm gonna do it again, but this time as a woman, because sometimes I get so frustrated when people make it such a factor. I feel like there's been a lot of things that women have done in music and film and all over the world, and it's always done in comparison to a man. But I've had fun, making people rethink how they, perceive women, and it's been fun, bringing more females into the scene. I think something that I try to do is encourage more females to become musicians. I was on MTV Hustle, and that was a really big important part of me being a judge there. And with my record label that I've started, Godmother Records, I specifically created it to make a safe space for women in music. So we're setting up the infrastructure to be able to, put out independent Indian female musicians that are saying what they think, not what people need them to think.
Great. Okay, we're going to get back to discussing a bit about Fan Fest. Tell me, what are your expectations from this event?
This is my first time performing at YouTube Fan Fest, but YouTube and I mean, my first music video was on YouTube. I feel in some ways, I guess I am a YouTube star. So it's amazing to be here. It feels full circle. I remember uploading Mute, my very first music video, and having maybe 3 subscribers, and to be here today opening the entire YouTube Fan Festival in India, in Mumbai, which means the most to me. I'm very thankful, excited, and the show is fun because I'm starting with some of the aggressive alter ego, but my new album, The Bridge, has been about integrating both sides and the sacred feminine side of me. So it's kind of going to be fun. The first half is that aggressive gangster side, and the second half is that somber Devi. So I'm showing people a lot of myself today.
That's great. Pun intended, but you are kind of bridging the gap
yes.
between the West and East also. Tell us, why this fusion? Why LA and Mumbai?
I was born in Los Angeles, but like I said, I studied classical dance, and it was such an important part of my childhood and also my fascinations. I was more interested in Arjun and Hanuman rather than Superman and Batman.
Wow.
I was not very much interested in those stories. They paled in comparison to ours, So when it came time to make my music and to be the superhero character that I wanted to build, it was based off my classical dance. It was Devi, Mahishasura Mardini, it was Draupadi and Sita, and
wow.
Every character I ever played. And then the higher version of myself, like wherever I wanted to be. So whenever I go on stage, if you're a classical dancer, it takes 3 hours to get dressed. So when I get on stage, I have to wear a full costume, or I don't feel like I'm, right now I'm like off duty, but like, when I'm on stage, it comes after a transformation that I feel is respect.
With the bindi.
Bindi sometimes, yes. Indian jewelry. I think it's also evolved for me what, being Indian is. I think maybe I always wanted people to know. I wanted people to know, but now I feel like they know.
This mythological reference and inspiration is quite cool. But tell me, what awaits for your super fans who are going to be at the India Fest tomorrow?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be a preview of my tour. This is like this new version of myself that I've really worked hard to put together with this album and just the whole imagery. So, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to come out with some songs that show that character they know and introduce them to the other side of me.
Okay, one quick question.
Sure.
You've, of course, made your debut with Shahrukh Khan
Yes.
in his movie Jawaan. Tell me, did you manifest this?
Oh, 100%. I have a picture of Shahrukh and his whole family on my vision board from when they were younger, like, Suhana and I are very young. But I think it worked out in a beautiful way because Gauri is the producer of the film as well. So I manifested them all.
Oh, that's great. So Sweta manifested and Raja kind of fulfilled it.
Yeah, it's just it's a reflection of my higher self, So whenever I get on stage, I'm like, what's the most badass character I could be? And then she arrives.
One last, and this is to the viewers. What is your word of the day for the youth of today?
Word of the day for the youth of today. I don't want to be mean. I'm like work. No. I think it's important to, self-belief. I think that would be the most important thing. I think we look around, we compare ourselves so much, we're constantly doubting ourselves. But I think if you find that little seed of belief in yourself, if you find it, then you should water it and you should see what happens. Because like I said, I uploaded my video on YouTube. I had 3 followers and it was something that I truly believed in. I did it with the same intensity as I do my art today. And here I am opening the YouTube Fan Fest. So just believe in yourself.
That's great. Thank you so much, Raja, for joining us on this conversation. And we wish you luck for your tour and also all the opportunities ahead.
Thank you so much.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.